Hey guys, welcome back to IO1. Let's start the New Year's with unboxing the LARQ PureVis2 water bottle. Let's go. So I hope you guys have been having a wonderful holiday, a good Christmas, celebrate it with your families. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, hit that button now, smash the like button to help this channel so I can bring more technological review and unboxing videos for you to see. So today we are going to be looking at the LARQ bottle, and this bottle, there's something special about it. I need to tell you about it first. So the LARQ company started off several years ago in California. They were pitched to Shark Tank on season 12, I believe, and they eventually secured a deal and valued it at $1 million for 4% of the company. Fast forward now, the product line, I believe, mainly consists of 4 different items. The PureVis, which contains the UV rays to help self-clean the water, as well as a pitcher version with UV, and then you have the 2 non-UV versions. But I really want to emphasize that LARQ really focused on the UV technology, and I think that's kind of their main goal. It's mainly to have self-purification to allow you to drink better water, especially if you are out in camping sites and so forth. But as an everyday user, I think having UV lights to clean your water bottles, to clean your pitcher, to prevent algae buildup, those things are probably pretty helpful in some sense. Okay, so before I move on, let's just talk about some of the specs of this product. Let's talk about some of the key features for the LARQ PureVis2 water bottle. Now, in terms of filtration, there are 2 components. The physical barrier, which is called the Nano Zero filtration. The essential filter, which is what's included in the box, removes chlorine, PFOA, as well as PFOS. If you purchase the advanced Nano Zero filter, which is a little bit more expensive, it removes additionally heavy metals, including lead. Now, in terms of the UV self-cleaning part, which is, by the way, the heart of LARQ's water bottle, there are 2 major modes. The normal mode, which when you tap the cap once, will run for 60 seconds. And then there's the adventure mode, which when you tap it twice, will run for a prolonged 3-minute duration. That makes sure that any bacteria or viruses are killed, and it's better to be used when you're backpacking outdoors and the water is of questionable source. Even if you don't use normal and adventure mode, there is a continuous running in the background. Every 2 hours, the LARQ bottle will turn on and do a 10-second cycle to kill whatever is inside the bottle. Great. In terms of dimensions, there are 2 different ones because there are 2 different volumes. The first one, which is the one pictured here, is 630 mils or 23 ounces, and then there's the 1 liter version, which is 30 ounces. In terms of height, for the 23 ounce, it is 25.3 centimeters high, 7.45 centimeters wide, and a weight of 376 grams. The larger brother version, which is 1 liter, is 28.6 centimeters high, 8.3 centimeters in diameter, and 439 grams heavy. In terms of the materials, it is a double wall stainless steel and can keep cold water for cold up to about 24 hours. It has a detachable handle. In terms of the connection, it uses an app that is allowing you to track the hydration goals. It has a USB-C charging, which is rated IPX7, allowing you to be underwater for, I believe, 3 meters for 30 minutes, and the charge lasts for about 2 to 3 weeks. Finally, it uses Bluetooth to connect to your Android or iOS devices. Now, the colors that it comes in is quite varied. It has obsidian black, granite white, mauve dune, eucalyptus green, which is the one pictured here, luberon lavender, arctic blue, and juniper green. Finally, the MSRP, depending on which model you buy, is $138 Canadian for the 630 ml version and $158 Canadian for the 1 liter version. This product was released in February 2024. And as you know, I do not like to purchase products at MSRP. I purchased this bottle during Black Friday, which was $99 Canadian. Okay, so now that we have these specs down, let's get into the unboxing. So I have my camera set up here, and the box itself, as you can see, is pretty nice. It's kind of like Apple-like, but not really. As you know, as I mentioned earlier, it comes in 2 versions, the 680 mils as well as the 1000 mil version. This one here is the 680 mil, which is the same size as my typical Contin or some of those other bottles that can fit in my car, and typically the size that I would bring to the gym. So just kind of taking you through what it looks like on the box, on the outer box. This one here is the eucalyptus green color. purifying, self-tracking, or purifying, tracking, and self-cleaning. And then on the side, we have, just a couple of mentions here. Purifying your water especially with the UV light. But as you know, the regular version that purifies with a filter is also used kind of similar to Brita. And I'll talk a little bit about that as well. So here is the French, and then here's just some information about the use of this. On the back, it's the French version. And on the side, again, we have building better habits, hydration reminders, unlock hydration sites, and then it's usable with the Apple as well as Google Play. All right, so let's unbox this. So the box itself, you can slide it out, and let's put this aside. Better hydration and better for you. I think they really are trying to emphasize healthy lifestyle, healthy fluid drinking, and so forth. It is difficult to market water. It is. Okay, so let's take a look inside this box. So inside it says unlock your hydration potential, and comes in this kind of cool little packaging here. Let's open this up. And inside we have a USB-C cable. And then furthermore, we have the LARQ safety first. So obviously they need something safety first because there is UV rays emitted by this bottle. Okay, so let's take a look here. This is just disclaimer and stuff like that, so you don't blind yourself. And then elevate your hydration. This is probably their getting started manual. Okay, so charging it, downloading the app, and then starting the how to start the water. So I think this one is supposed to start self-cleaning, meaning it activates the UV rays every 60, I don't know, every few minutes or so. Oh, it's 2 hours, sorry. Every 2 hours for self-cleaning, but I believe you can also manually press it to activate the UV rays for a on-the-fly cleaning mode, okay? So there's a couple of light behaviors. It shows you normal mode, it shows the adventure mode, hydration and tracking reminders, and then also battery. So just a couple of things, basically instruction manual. All right, let's get right into the bottle. Let's take a look at it and see what it looks like. So nothing else in the bottle. This is pretty much recyclable. And let me show you on the big camera first. So it comes in a kind of cloth, or not cloth, but I guess some sort of wrapping. And then on the bottom here, you can take the tape off. So it's pretty tight for, oh, it's caught here, that's why, okay. There we go. All right, so this is the water bottle on the big screen, and a couple of notable features. First of all, it feels really nice to the touch. It's kind of, it has a bit of friction to it, so you won't kind of slide off your hands really easily. I think it's aluminum on the outside. And this is the eucalyptus green, so it has a two-tone green color here, and then back onto the small camera. So we see here, there is the handle. This handle I think can come off, but I'm not really sure. Clip and go handle. There's a little lock here, so I believe I'm not gonna force it right now. But anyways, this is a swig top. So a swig top is basically, you can pull it off and then you have this giant straw right here. And I think the way the straw is manufactured is it's a little bit harder to use if you are, it's harder to drink, sorry, because there's a filter attached to it. So I'm just trying to figure out how to open these things. First of all, here is a USB-C. And then to open this cap, I am going to try to turn it, but it doesn't look like it's really turning. So I am going to quickly look at the manual to see how I can open this thing. Okay, so I am back now and I figured out how to to twist off the cap. It's actually not hard, you just twist it, but you have to twist it a little bit harder. As you can see here, let's take it out. So this inside here is the barrel or the canister. It is aluminum, okay? And there's, as you can see, there's a bit of ridges on the bottom. Not really sure what that's for, but anyways. So here we have the filter that comes pre-included with this set. And you have to probably buy more once you've used it all. So this is what it looks like. and then you can unlock it. So there is the lock, unlock kind of picture here. So I'm gonna turn it to the unlock. And then here, don't forget to take off this plastic filter because you would not be filtering anything if you don't. Okay, and the inside looks like that. So basically, the filter is inside and you try to suck it through and it filters through as you're drinking, okay? So you align up the arrows and then turn it back and you hear a snap and then that will cause it to lock in. The UV light right here, I believe, is the mechanism that cleans the water system. The light here, you can click it, and right now it's not charged, so I don't think it'll turn on, and I don't recommend you even look into the light before, or it might blind yourself or damage your eyes. So once you charge it up, you can press this button and it will emit the light into your bottle and then allow you to clean the system. And I have a feeling, I'm not really sure, but safety-wise, I think the light would only turn on if this is actually closed. That's my guess, but hard to say. All right, guys, so let me know what you think of the LARQ bottle. I mean, it definitely looks really stylish and it does fit a very healthy lifestyle kind of use. It is good to touch to the hand. You know, one thing I noticed that it's not really waterproof, so I wouldn't dunk this piece into the wash because it will damage the USB-C header, but the rest of it I believe you can put into dishwasher. Don't quote me on that, you better look at the instruction manuals. However, it's, you know, overall it is a generalized kind of similar to your typical water bottle. Just the main thing is the UV light that is in the cap. All right, guys, so that was the unboxing of the LARQ PureVis2. I hope you kind of liked this video and, you know, thought about maybe this could be something for you if you're the kind of person that's on the go, or, you know, you like to drink really clean water and you're worried about germs or algae growing inside these water bottles. In any case, this is the unboxing and this is the end of the video. I hope you liked the video. Stick around for some perspective views of this product and stay tuned for some videos in the future. Hope you like this. I will see you next time. Take care.